Hello, everyone. Sorry about the change of form. I wanted this to be live, but I have been so busy this week. My own children have started school this week, and I've had some meetings that I had to go to. So I definitely could not do the original plan and do a live. So I pre-recorded this, but I did wanted to share with you my Friday find. So this is something new that I'm starting, and it's not every Friday, but it's on a Friday where I have a free morning mostly. And I want to share with you something in a quick little video about that I found that I thought was really neat. So this is something that I hope that you can enjoy. So what I brought to you today is for predominantly homeschool families. So with my business, The Classroom Connection, I work with public school students and private school students and homeschool students because everyone needs support, right? Everyone needs help. So not only students, but I even do adults, and I help them with their reading difficulties and their literacy skills and writing or whatever they need to do for jobs or wherever they may need support. Because of that, I always have my eye open for something that looks interesting, something I think you may enjoy, something I think, oh, I want to share this. Well, this is something I found recently, and it is from Not Consumed. So that gets me to my 3 points. 3 things that I want to for sure always tell you on a Friday find is where you can find it, how much it costs, and also maybe the top 2 or 3 things that I like about the product. So I'm going to share with you really quick what I found. It's called Reading Journal. And if you look down here at the bottom, it says the complete reading curriculum for grades 2 through 8. Now, so I like to give pros and cons. So this is not a curriculum to where you have the whole set with you and you don't need anything else to go with it. That's more like a box set. This is a supplementary guide that you would use to help support your reader and your learner. What do I mean by that? Let's say there's a book that you want to read. You have a book and you want to read the children's book, let's say Hero, and which is about a dog, and it's a really great story. And my son read it back in the 5th grade. And you wanted to read that book, but you said to yourself, man, I just wish I had some kind of really interactive guide to help him understand he needs to be capturing the vocabulary and words he may need further investigation on, understanding the story and the plot, and maybe understanding the characters, things like that, that are basic when you're really getting your student involved to recognizing literacy and his skills or her skills, but the really literature components, you want to begin to bring those alive to your student. So I saw this Reading Journal, Not Consumed, and they graciously shared it with me. I was really happy about that because all these finds cost a lot of money. So it's kind of nice to have them send me a complimentary copy. So this one is for grades 2 through 8. I'm going to share my screen with you because I think the picture should be a little bit better for you to see what it does. But so I'm going to share my screen, and I found this on notconsumed.com. So Not Consumed is this website right here. And Not Consumed really focuses on a Christian's perspective of you supporting your homeschool endeavors, whatever they may be. And then there's also devotional tools. So the reading journal I found over here, Homeschool Reading Journal, if you could see me wave at that. If you click on the Homeschool Reading Journal, it will let you know the price. That's my second thing. So what's the product? Where do you find it? The price is $29. I had to go to Not Consumed, then I went to store, and then I went to Homeschool, and it kind of tells you your journey up here of how I found it. And it gives you a nice little brief description. I thought it was pretty neat. And some of the reasons I thought it was pretty neat is what I'm going to share right here. I'll flip through a couple pages. So it really allows them to capture a reading journal. They can do things such as study their words, and they could go through and date, when did they look up these words, when did they come across these words, were these words difficult? And let's see, you have character development, word study, you have things that help you get informed. I'm going to get more specific in my top favorite 3. But so I saw this and I thought, oh, this would be great. Why? Because I was there once upon a time with a homeschool student. We've private school, we've public school, we've homeschooled. So kind of all around, I have a little bit of idea of what they're all about. and some more than others. But this really made me excited when I saw it, because I remember going through that struggle saying, okay, I found the books I want him to read and her to read. It's outside of the box curriculum, but I want them to really get literature in, and I want them to get some of those really special skills and that they need to learn as they're reading their material. So I'm going to stop sharing right now, and I'm going to look at my top 3 things that I enjoyed about this. So text to text. I really enjoyed the similarities. Compare what you have read to another story in the text. So of course, we have our wonderful Venn diagram. We love that, right? And so they find the 2 texts, text 1, text 2, and in the middle are the things that they find that are the same, which is a nice skill for if you want to compare something, right? If you're comparing things and you want to find similarities and differences, that's always really great. The next one that I really enjoyed was the facts. This one asks them to go through the book that they're reading, or think about the time period the book may have been read, and ask them to find some facts about that time. What does that help them do? That helps them put the story in context, right? Because our stories come from somewhere, whether they're a time period and we want to reflect back on that time, or whether they're happening right now. But it really kind of brings the sociology aspect into what was happening during that time period, and perhaps even the historical, right, aspect in, which is really neat. And then I also enjoyed the word study, and this is the one that's on the website. The word study at the beginning, I'll let you stare at that for a second, really ask them to find, some verbs and draw. So you're getting a connection of, you're finding something, you're writing it down, and you're drawing. So those are those modalities that are being used, which I really like. So it's just not write this down. It asks the student to investigate. It asks the student to really take that journey with them of, what do these words mean? Can you draw out? That really reflects on the child's schema of what they're learning and how they're perceiving their information. So those are the top 3 things that I really like about this reading journal. If you're looking for something to supplement your homeschooling, this would be something to really try. This journal would really, I think, support them. The neat thing about it is the journal does repeat, because we know how important repetition is, especially grades 2 through 8. They need to do it again, practice the skill again. And you could do it on several different books. And it's really easy to supplement anytime. They could work from their journal, maybe the first 4 chapters, and then choose an activity. Then they can work through their journal again, chapters 5 through 8, and choose a journal activity. It doesn't have to be something you do every day, because you want to integrate what you're doing. You want to switch it up and change it. Maybe you want to have them do something bigger outside the page and do a writing prompt or a summary, something else. But this just gives you a little bit of variety to add to your learners' connection to their text. I hope this makes sense, and thank you for joining me today. And I hope that you find this resource useful, and I would love to hear feedback from you if you do choose to use it. Thank you. Bye-bye.